For joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Andre Drummond.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebound.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, they've got Adebayo. Victor Oladipo is out there with Robinson. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Ariza in at the power forward. And for Los Angeles, Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Davis is out there with Anthony, and it's James in at the point. And the teams we're seeing tonight, Steve, they have very deep rotations.
And Kevin, when you can go maybe 10 deep, it keeps your locker room happy. It also protects your team against injuries sinking a season.
Now, here is Robinson. Shot clock at 6. Trying to get open is Adebayo. Butler, no good. And here's James outside. And no good. And the Heat going the other way now. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots. But on that occasion, it was few and far between.
You know, they take one step forward, 2 steps back, an exercise in frustration.
Excellent D that time from Robinson. So Oladipo will bring it up for the Heat. Lets it go with a 3. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. First quarter, just over a minute played. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Eric Spoelstra gave me a few minutes to catch up. Tonight's game marks the first contest against LeBron and the Lakers this season. Coach is well aware how tough the matchup can be, saying, it's not about LeBron and Davis, well, just LeBron and Davis. They have a great supporting cast that knows how to complement the stars. We have to be sharp to come away with this one. And he's smart to acknowledge the great role players on this Lakers team. Guys?
Thank you, David. Trying to get open is Adebayo. It's Butler that time on the assist by Oladipo.
Wow, the strength of Jimmy Butler fends off defenders well when he goes up to score.
James outside. Anthony against Ariza. Anthony's shot is off.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Robinson passes to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Ferocious finish. Bam's natural strength is next level.
And you talk about guys who play with that chip on their shoulder. Bam Adebayo has not forgotten he was cut from the U.S. national team in 2019.
And Greg, in fact, he told those close to him they will pay. A little extra motivation, fuel for the fire.
And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul. And it's Ariza with the ball for the Miami Heat. Outside Butler. Davis with the block.
What a play by Anthony Davis. You think you can get it over me? Nope, not on my watch.
Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for the Lakers. Bielitsa, he checks in for Miami. Dragic comes in for Duncan Robinson. No good from Dragic. The Lakers trail. James looking around. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Goran Dragic. Lakers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
Free throw good, James. Los Angeles making a switch here. Kuzma's checked in. Heat also with a sub. Heroes checked in. Both free throws good from James. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. That's tipped. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Floats it up for Davis. That's a great dunk.
Freakish.
Yes.
Athletic.
Unbelievable play.
Wow.
What a beautiful play, and it was great timing. Then the athletic finish by AD.
Now here's Dragic. A 24-point outing in their last game against Sacramento.
And he really controlled the pace of the game by getting to the line. The D could not slow him down, and he took advantage of it.
Kuzma against Butler. The three. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Great floor awareness there by Jimmy Butler, sensing one of his guys is open and gets it to him.
James against Dragic. Here's Harrell. It's stolen by Dragic. It's 2-on-1. Here's Butler, and it's Butler with the jam.
Some shooters get tunnel vision, but Tyler, keeping his eyes up and his options open, delivers a great pass.
Now here's James. He's coming off a 13-point game against New Orleans.
And even while he was piling up all those points, he still found a way to create chances for his teammates. The assists just kept on coming.
Kuzma can't get it to go.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Wonderful play. With that long wingspan and huge hands, Adebayo catches and finishes with ease.
Here's James following the basket by Bam Adebayo. Davis kicks to Caldwell Pope, and here's James outside. And the three ball is good. James has got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Los Angeles. And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
Achua, he's checked in for the Heat. Kendrick Nunn comes in for Butler. And yes, it's good.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And that one's good. James.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter. Dragic the pass to Achua. Passes it to Nunn. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
James outside. The pass to Drummond. Fires for three. And James with the basket on the assist by Drummond. 13 points for Champ.
And from three-point range, guys, he has hit the ground running. What a first quarter.
Miami's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Dunn looking around. With 2 seconds left. No good that time. Tie game in Los Angeles. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. You know, Greg, I haven't ever heard anyone question his effort.
He came into the league as a raw athlete. Now he's a skilled assassin.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's their strategy. Try to overwhelm you. Try to put you in a hole you have to dig yourself out of.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Miami, Robinson is out there with Trevor Ariza. Then there's Achua. Then it's Kendrick Nunn. And it's Hero in at the 2. Now here's Ariza. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Nunn. Unable to get that one. LeBron with some nice D. Steve, one thing I always think of when I watch LeBron, how much fun it must be to be a teammate of his.
You know, Kevin, I wish I could have played with a guy like LeBron James. You get so many open looks and easy finishes with him on the court. One of the easiest superstars to play with, bar none.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. And we've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Oladipo, the pass to Ariza. And Oladipo, here we go. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And the foul goes against Miami.
LeBron's explosiveness right there. If you're not a step early, you're probably going to foul him.
And he makes the first. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. And you played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think 2 guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the 2 guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. The first free throw is good.
A guy who's won almost every award in the book. LeBron does as much for the NBA off the court as he does on it.
Davis is checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And Miami with a change here, too. Adebayo's checked in. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Pass to Oladipo. And stolen by LeBron. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. And it's good for 2. James has got the lead up to 3 now for the Lakers.
Driving with that kind of speed and power, LeBron bulldozes his way through contact.
And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Timeout called the Heat. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles. Butler, he's checked in for the Heat. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now here's James. He's got 13. Here's Horton Tucker. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Horton Tucker's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. James against none. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
Here's Horton Tucker. He's coming off a 10-point game against New Orleans. In the corner, it's James. Kicks it out to James from past the arc. Tries it again, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
First free throw is good.
The future is bright for Anthony Davis. Not only is he a scorer, he's efficient, he's effective, and he's passionate about the game.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Bielitsa, who checks in for a reason. And it's Dragic in for Kendrick Nunn. Now here's Dragic. He's been producing a fair amount of offense night in and night out as he's averaging 14 points a game. Rebound by the Heat.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
And Miami making a change here. Heroes checked in. And Davis sends it back, and he gets it back. Clock is at 3. Near the three-point line, it's Dragic. And again, it's the Heat missing. And here's Los Angeles. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Kicks it out to James. From deep. But they recover it. Anthony, the pass to James. Anthony against Dragic. James, that's a 2-pointer. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. 15 points for Champ. .158 left now here in the second. For the Lakers, they won their last contest, that game against New Orleans.
And the focus was to get stops. All game, they were right up on shooters, and that led to some big-time rejection.
This was their game plan going in. Make shooters uncomfortable by challenging every possible shot. Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Here's James, and it's blocked.
I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
Not as good in the Los Angeles leads. Cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Jimmy Butler.
I love the confidence he's shooting with. Big improvement here in the second period.
And Goran Dragic last season coming off the bench for the first time in his 8 years in the league really excelled in that 6-man role.
He did. He's a guy who creates his own offense. He's also a guy who can organize the reserves and keep things flowing. All about finding ways to continue to flourish, and he did it.
The Lakers have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. And he can't get the first one. Achua, he's checked in for Miami. And he's good on the second. 58 seconds left in the second quarter. James against Dragic. The second chance effort, and Davis sends it back. They push it up 4 on 3. Caldwell Pope finds James. Out of bounds, Miami takes possession. The Lakers making a switch here. Drummond's checked in. Heat also with a sub. Robinson's checked in for Jimmy Butler. Here's Hero. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Not as good in the Los Angeles leads. Cut down to 3 on the bucket from Hero.
That's an easy shot for Hero. Very comfortable facing up from any spot on the floor.
Here's James. He's got 16. Rebound by Bielitsa.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Hero passes to Dragic, and it's sent back by Drummond.
Andre Drummond with the wingspan of 7'6". It's going to be hard to get it over him.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Lakers lead by 3. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
He's been vital to spacing the floor for them. Makes everything else you want to do easier to accomplish.
Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wing. Anthony is out there with Davis, and it's James in at the point guard position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. The Heat trail by 5. And here's Oladipo. Pass to Robinson. And here's Adebayo. Over Davis. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Back to Oladipo. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists now in this one.
And with underrated strength, Oladipo isn't worried about absorbing some contact.
James dishes to Caldwell Pope. No good on the 3. Got a piece of it. Now here's Oladipo. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game.
If you're defending Jimmy Butler, you got to hit him harder than that.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They lead by 1. Right side Davis. It's stolen by Adebayo. Davis, the pass to LeBron. Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
Respect. LeBron showing the artistry that other players could only dream of.
For Miami, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Passes it to Adebayo. Here's Oladipo, and then Oladipo with the jam.
And I love it whenever Oladipo gets tricky with it. Putting on a show for everyone with that one.
James kicks to LeBron. Back to James.
I'm not sure the defense affected that shot. That was just a blown gimme.
And Robinson wide open. He shoots. A miss that time would have put him up. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And James gets it to go on the assist by James. 18 points for Champ. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to
at the top. You think of Zion and Ja. Both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those 2 guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Harrell, he's checked in for Anthony. And Kyle Kuzma's subbed in for James.
This is what we talk about, valuing each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
Achua, he's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Tries it from 19, and the shot is long.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
Here's Oladipo. The shot, no good. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. James looking it over. From the arc, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Kuzma. And now a moment to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting. Balloting underway.
And this is really a fun time of year. You're starting to see which players are going to be in the running to make the All-Star team.
Well, you look at Davis. He's not quite there, but he's very close to a spot in the starting lineup for the West.
And to have the great season he's having and still not crack the top 5, that just tells you a lot about how terrific some of the other Western Conference players have been.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase. We'll keep you updated with the results each day during the voting. Oladipo outside, and Davis sends it back. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Here's Kuzma. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got 3 assists now in this one.
And all second half, they haven't gotten stops with any consistency.
Outside Butler. Back to none. Rebound the Lakers. James has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Beyond the arc. Good on the triple. And it's a 10-point Laker lead.
And in the first half, it was a struggle offensively, shooting a very low percentage, but it hasn't prevented them from grabbing the lead. And now they're shooting it much better here in the second.
None wide open. But they get it back. To end the cold streak, and the rejection by James.
You got to keep an eye out for LeBron. He may be lurking. What a block that one was.
It's his first trip to the line.
This season, 88% on the line, so he has been in a comfort zone. And as much as he commands attention on the court, Jimmy Butler content to skip the spotlight when he's off it.
You know, GA, nothing has come easy in his career for Jimmy Butler. All he does is puts his head down and works and works and works. And because of that work ethic, he has become an all-star. Love watching his progression.
6 to shoot, and Davis gets it to go.
As the league continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
They have just nailed their halftime adjustments. That's for sure. They don't want to have to sweat this one out. They're looking to pull away.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut back down to 8. An important basket there from Butler.
That's a fantastic dribble move from Butler. He's extremely confident with his dribble.
Here's Davis, and again it's the Lakers.
And Kevin, after being unable to find the net in the first half, they sure seem to be a different team here in the second.
And the pass to Butler. And it's sent back by Drummond. The shot's good. Lakers leading by 8. 19 seconds left to play in the third. And that one, good. Davis has got 12 in the game.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
Here's Butler. Off the left rim and out.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
And so it's Los Angeles going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We come back right after this.
Plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. On the floor for Miami, Trevor Ariza out there with Adebayo. Then there's Dragic. Then it's Robinson. And it's Hero in the 2-guard. Pass to Adebayo. Just 5 to shoot. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Adebayo's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Heat. James against Dragic.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
Here's James. Yes, that goes in. James has got the lead up to 10 now for the Lakers.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint. James against Dragic.
Robinson passes to Adebayo. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Nice shot from Bam there, embracing any opportunity he gets to score in close.
James against Dragic. James, the pass to Harrell. Misses in close.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Here's Harrell. No good with the triple. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for the Lakers. James, left side. Loads it up there for Harrell. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
James checked in for Montrezl Harrell. James laid in with a nice touch off the glass. James has got 4 this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The Heat trail by 10. Dragic with it. And the layup is good.
And we see this a lot with Goran, using his size and craftiness to finish inside.
Here's James, kicks to Carmelo. Ariza with the rebound. Ariza's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Harrell. A rebound by the Lakers. LeBron's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Anthony over Ariza. And Anthony gets it to go on the assist by James. And the Lakers lead by 10.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
And James picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Heat. Jimmy Butler comes in for Tyler Hero. And it's Victor Oladipo in for Goran Dragic. Oladipo goes in. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Here's the break. On the wing, James. Safety move.
And just not nearly as effective at drawing fouls on the defense as he was in that first half.
First one falls for him. And Anthony Davis is checked in for the Lakers. Both free throws good from James. Greg, after we saw top prospects like LaMelo Ball and R.J. Hampton playing a year in Australia, the NBA G League sweetened the deal to attract those blue chippers to this G League, which I think is a very interesting topic and a very interesting way to go.
It is. You know, I think the salaries now can exceed $500,000, not to mention the endorsement deal. And they're on a single team that's built around their needs. Certainly an enticing option for those who want to skip the college route.
Does this affect colleges, in your opinion, in their recruiting?
Not at all. You're going to love your school no matter who plays for them, especially if you're winning.
James against Oladipo. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Here's Oladipo. They can't stop the run with that one.
And the truth is, I've been there. He's trying to find the rhythm on his shot. He feels like he's close, and that's why he keeps shooting.
James against Butler, inside. And Davis gets it to go. Davis has got 12 points here in the second half.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win. First game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Anthony Davis.
You can set a tone with defense, and that's exactly what he did with how he protected the rim.
And here are the Lakers. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Here's LeBron, And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul goes against Miami.
The aggressive mindset. LeBron putting it on the deck and drawing contact.
Steve, if you were playing in this era, how engaged do you think you'd be on social media?
Yeah, that's a great question, Kevin. I think a lot, because I think right now that's just the way this era communicates. And obviously there's some negatives to social media, but there's a lot of positive from a standpoint of being able to reach your fans, get your message out, especially what we've been going through in this time as far as social injustice. But I also think there's a lot of marketing and branding opportunities through social media.
From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by Hero.
And that's one way to end up in the highlights.
You know what we call this play? A dumb play all the way around, especially at this particular time.
None against LeBron. Passes to Morris. Back to James. And finished off by LeBron.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
Here's Hero. And again, it's the Heat missing. Outside Gasol. From deep. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline.